We're back on stream. Let me just text the community and then we can kick things off with that stream. Exciting news today. Pretty excited about today and stuff that we'll discuss for today. First, let me just do a couple of things and then we can kick things off. Still don't have a new mic. Do forgive me. All right, so a couple of things happened today. So, by the way, for those, I figured a couple of guys are new and they don't know the heck I'm doing here, streaming every day. Really started as a actual building public, so we were just cutting stuff together to then be more of an update log on the progress that we're making and the things that we're tackling on a daily basis. So today we shipped HIP3, which I'm excited about. HIP3 being, I'm going to share my screen, but HIP3 being the equity markets. So I'm going to share my screen. Here you should see the screen here. And wait, can we actually, yeah, maybe it's better that way. So you see the screen here, we have normal assets, but now we also have equities. So you can literally trade NVIDIA if you want to, just like you would trade BTC. And let's fucking go, It's a very small, like technically it's actually a small thing, but it means the world to me that, okay, now it's coming together, Now we're about to show folks that we're able to create superior products on top of Hyperliquid. And yeah, do it for, like, be the most transparent firm out there. And transparency board should come end of this week, maybe next week. There are a few things that we have to solve, but we're getting to a point where things are looking good. Things are looking pretty good, and I'm excited to have HIP3. That means from now on, you can have commodities, indexes, FX, and obviously it's something that will evolve over time. So as Hyperliquid scales, we the underlying, like, we scale with it, which means that I think we'll probably be the prop firm with the best offering, as in, crypto native firm, payout in USDC with the best offering. Pretty good liquidity. Today, if we look at the best crypto firm, it's Breakout. But honestly, that product sucks so much. I struggle to see how we can even go to market with this and have traders be fine with it. I know they'll come with a Kraken integration, but if you've ever used Kraken, their liquidity is trash, and Xtalks has no liquidity. So we'll come with a superior product, and we're very excited about this. Other items that we've shipped today is we've added, so let me go to the universe. We've added another rule, which is about the investment universe. So let me share again the screen. We've added, let me change scenes now. Wait, which one? All right, I don't know. How did I? All right, cool. No, it works. Sorry. So we've added the. So that page already existed, but we've added the max positioning, which gives you certain constraints that you previously did not have, but we're making this change for the the closed beta, sorry, and that's gonna evolve over time. The way we compute this and how we've come to do this stuff is we look at the function of OI, open interest, and everything that's above 5% of interest, we increment or decrement the total position size that you can have, which means concretely, the smaller the asset, the smaller the position you can take. This further ensures that we found traders that are skilled and not just lucky gamblers. Let's say you have someone that's trading the, let's take Aptos, APT as ticker. It's pretty small OI, I'm not sure. Aptos has got 7 million OI. It's not too bad, but it's not big. And in the past, you would have with a 100K account, you would have a 200K notional. Like you can have 200K notional on this. We've reduced that so that we lower the luck factor. And that's not really on the app. It's going to be implemented pretty shortly. I can show you how this is going to look like in a minute. Let me actually find this stuff. Yeah, all right, so let me share my screen again. Wait, what did I do? All right, so you'll basically have a position cap here. Obviously, that's fake data. Wait. All right. So you have the position cap, and then as you over the position cap, you'll have the max position allowed and remaining capacity on the position, which I think is pretty cool. It's going to be directly on the trading terminal. I expect that to be done maybe just today, but yeah, we're not going to push too much on this. So we're pretty happy about this. Some other things, yeah, worth noting is, let's go back to the website a bit. So on the website, if you've seen that we've changed a couple of things last night. Different nav bar. We've added the affiliate page. Looks pretty cool. You can go check it out yourself. We've changed a bit the landing page. So typically that is new. Some minor stuff on the transparency dashboard, but we've added some graphs. Oh wait, what happened there? Okay, we've added some graphs, and then we have this stuff built in public, or you see my face. I'm building in public here, and yeah, very, very minor things, but we're just making it look a bit more professional. And our goal for this week is to have the website be a bit more user-facing. So we're adding a news center And you can, if you have any questions on the prop firm, that's where you should go. And yeah, we're concentrating everything around this, and we will add new things. Like if you check the website again in a few hours from now, you'll see new things. And anything that's specific to the user experience is going to be there. So yeah, that's it on the website. I think we've changed a tiny bit the way we display information. Like we've removed the roadmap. The roadmap is in the investor section, just because quickly you'll see our main KPI now is we understand, okay, a seed round is in 9 days, but at the end of the day, business is to bring more people to the platform, and that's why we have this joint waitlist now. We've also shipped referral codes earlier today, so you can, I think if you do /ref equals Lou, that you'll see you have a referral code, and that's the funding affiliates that we're onboarding. Bulk of our work, you might think, okay, you have a lot of work that goes on technically. Well, only basically 2 on the tech. But growth-wise, it's also a lot of work that goes into it. And currently on the waitlist, so the cool thing is anything that we build, and you'll see, will go pretty far on the transparency curve. For example, the cool thing is we've added the waitlist yesterday on the website. So you can see what effects this has on the waitlist growth. Because we don't, before we had the joint seed rounds as CTA on the hero section. Now we want to push traffic over to waitlist. And you can see this, like, if you want to explain the small bump, is because we've added the waitlist. And so we have traffic on the website and just people saw it and now are getting added. And we haven't pushed it so much. In fact, we haven't pushed this at all. We hope that we have next 2 weeks, probably 1,000 people. That'd be great. The way it's going to work is we won't be able to welcome everyone at the platform day one. Not mostly, but only because of risk management. And so that means it's going to be a phased launch. So whoever is going on a waitlist is going to have priority access to the prop firm, and we'll be able to trade with the app on the production environment. Production environment is going to be shipped by the end of the week with a free trial, but it's still not going to be funded accounts. So you won't be able to acquire an evaluation. It's going to be just you testing it, because we still have to make sure just the terminal is as good as possible. And then we'll open the funded accounts. We don't want to rush into it. There's no need, I think, to rush specifically. I would much rather offer the best experience possible. So, that being said, we will do a growth experiment on the meme coin side. This is work in progress. That's the latest. You can tell it just looks ugly. So bear with me. Work in progress there. We discussed in the last streams what the Solana funded guys were doing, and I did survey the community. Community was actually against that, but we want to get a pulse for the market. I think before venturing into anything, you have to get a feel for the market. And I've discussed about one GitHub thing. just after that, but the TLDR is the TLDR is we're looking into the risk framework for Solana meme coins, and we will do a growth activation this week on this stuff. So we'll have a waitlist. People will be able to, you can theoretically go on the waitlist today, and then we've come up with, as per risk management, we've come up with some challenges, and then we'll change. Like, all of that is gonna be looking better in the next few hours or days. The work that we did is on this A/B booking algorithm. So it's like you want to come up with a very smart framework on how to assess a trader to find a good equilibrium between like the EV of what's the EV of a meme trade, and who's the trader that takes most of the good EV setups, and how do you encapsulate this into a framework that we apply internally, to deploy capital. Should we go forward with the Solana spot market? We have the intention of deploying real capital. So how do we do it in a way that's optimized? And that's what we've come up with. So this, I've just tweeted about this, but we have this Solana meme coin framework, and we'll go quickly over it. But the way we assess, it's the same process as the perps, but the criteria is different, as in the way we score and the methodology. Well, not the way we score, but the way we treat the data. So we look at a couple of things: return distribution, luck, and scales, the edge signal integrity risks, and if you want to be a bit more specific, we have the C4 diagram, which is looking at the temporal edge, so like how early you are, consistent you are, like on a time horizon. If you take luck out, how consistent are you? So if your P&L is skewed because you've done one trade, like you've hit Trump, then you can argue you're more of a lucky trader than anything else, and you're not worth backing as such. Diversification, so really how many tokens you trade on like how good you are at analyzing some metas. Execution quality is one thing, like because slippage is so high in meme coins. How do you size in a way that's appropriate and minimize for slippage? And then how do you perform in a scenario where market's looking very bearish or very bullish? Like a lot of people would say it's impossible. A lot of people would say it's impossible to be profitable in this market. I think that's some trader profile, and that's why, like, for both the perps and Solana, we understand that the signal decays over time. So that means if something was true yesterday, it might just not be true today, and you can rerun the algorithm. And we basically weight all of that, and then at the end we come up with a score, and we'll A-book you if that score is above 75, and B-book you if it's below 25%. And as we've described here, we have a time decay. That means Look, we have to constantly adjust for market conditions to have this be relevant. But if some of you are into quant trading or just algorithmic trading and you're interested in that type of stuff, would love that you have a look. And I'm opening this up. Maybe Solana Fund is going to use that. Maybe other firms are going to use that, and that's good. I think if that means that they actually deploy more capital to good traders, I think if some of you remember DGen Score was an app, I think that was back in 2021, 2022, where you would connect your wallets and it would tell you if you're like a DGen or if you're a whale, or like it would tell you about your behavior on chain. And we're pretty much doing this, but for meme coins. So there's definitely a world where we could do that, for like do an interface that tell you based on your trading history, this is how good we think you are, and it would actually be a good growth strategy. And I think today we'll actually not discuss so much about the market. We'll have a focus on it tomorrow morning. Just the big reason is I have still a lot of work to be done. So we'll keep the stream fairly short and we'll come back to the market. I think I'm going to stream tomorrow lunch or something. So we'll still have decent product updates, but mainly going to be market for tomorrow. So on that note, thanks everyone for tuning in. That was a short stream, but hope you appreciate the updates that we've made and the progress that we're making on a daily basis. And yeah, you're witnessing history in the prop firm world, and I'm more than happy that you take part on the journey.